Well, hello there, Angie.
Hi, Christian.
Thanks
Good
for
to see
joining us.
you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Welcome to the show. Oh, I'm so happy you could make it on
Nice
this.
place you have here.
And you like the uh, blackness of the background?
It's very chic,
Thank you.
slimming.
I need, so I appreciate that. Um, so
I need
um,
that. Shelter in place,
I,
it's
I understand,
doing a number on all of us.
isn't it? Isn't it? Tell us, what do you do at Silicon Valley Shakespeare?
Oh, more what do I not do? No, of
Yeah.
course. What do I do? I'm the artistic director of Silicon Valley Shakespeare. So I'm responsible for selecting our season, hiring our artistic staff, running our auditions, ensuring the quality of our artistic product. And being an outdoor theater, I do some glamorous things like rake dirt and make sure that it looks beautiful for our audience.
That sounds glamorous. So how does one get the job of raking dirt? Is that an actual role, dirt raker?
There's a very tough selection process, but I
Yeah.
made the cut and, I'm an expert now. I'm also an expert on the raffle. I've been called the raffle queen. I don't know if you know this about me, but there have been many an intermission where I've raised some funds
Oh.
for SVS
I've
for the raffle.
I've seen a couple of those shows. Speaking of shows, so what is SVS doing these days in terms of the general landscape of the shelter in place? What are they doing to deal with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like many theater companies in the area, we had to make the very difficult decision to postpone our season. I do want to emphasize postpone, not cancel. Everything that was on our list of offerings is going to come back again in 2021. We're very hopeful and still remain excited about them. But, it's necessary to keep our patrons and our artists safe. So that was the right thing to do. We are gathering our resources and we have a lot of creative juices flowing and we are making some magic happen despite the challenges because it's so important to stay connected to our community and to give our artists a creative outlet. And I think that's, just as important, to be honest. Our artists are craving it and the sense of community we have as a theater family, we need to provide opportunities. So we have some exciting things coming up.
Yeah. So that kind of is interesting. What type of role would you say a theater company can play? When everyone is stuck at home, what sort of things can they do?
It's interesting. I've been thinking about this a lot, that, the role of live theater and how it touches our lives so deeply, having that face-to-face contact, and especially outdoor theater, which is why I've been involved with SVS for so many years. It's tough because part of what's so magical about it is having that sense of community, throwing out a picnic blanket, being able to sit so close to your neighbor. And, again, for the safety of everyone, we're not able to do that. But we, as artists, I think it's our responsibility to still provide that sense of community to our neighbors. And whether it's, through a watch party where people can comment together, whether it's, a live reading of a new work, whatever that might be, it's important to provide those opportunities to our neighbors and remind them that we are here to entertain them. We're here to join as a community that's going to get through this. And I think that can give us all a little hope.
Yeah, I agree. There's also a little bit less dirt raking. If there's a positive in all this, this might be less positive.
I know my shoes will be cleaner.
Your shoes have never looked better. I think that's absolutely true.
I do have a special pair of Sanborn Park shoes every summer.
The big question then is how important really is art in a time like this?
It's vital.
Yeah, right?
I mean, you see it all over every social media outlet, all of the postings, that I feel that art is really what's keeping people sane right now.
Yeah.
Right? We crave it. We need it. I mean, art in so many different forms has the power to make you think, to make you reflect, to make you feel, to help you escape. I mean, the benefits are endless. And I think, it's in times of trouble that we really turn to the arts as our safe haven and a place for us to, find some happiness. Even though it's difficult and even though it's challenging, and even though, through a screen does not replace that visceral in-person experience, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
And we have to do whatever we can, I think, to stay connected, to provide that hope, like I said, and, to give people, something to latch onto. So it's very important, especially when so many people are feeling isolated. Anything you can do to help mitigate that and to help bring people in and feel a part of, the community is important and necessary.
Yes. Well, I'm trying, Angie. Cut me some slack. God.
Get on it, Christian.
I'm working.
Jeez.
I'm working hard. Well, Angie, this has been delightful. So where can people find out more about Silicon Valley Shakespeare if they wanted to look into the whole programs and all that?
Absolutely. You can find us on our website, www.svshakespeare.org. Also follow us on social media. On our Facebook page, we have offerings every week, Shakespearean Saturdays. So after you're done with the amazing City Lights offerings on Fridays, hop on over to us on Saturday and we will have weekly exciting news. For example, we have a virtual Shakespeareans coming up, directed by John McCluggage in association with Buck Hill Productions. So that's just one example of many offerings where we can, all turn this into a drinking game, friends.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, we'll be sure to check that out. So thank you so much, Angie, for joining us. Really appreciate it. And
Thank you, Christian.
We'll tune in on Saturdays for the Shakespeareans excitement.
Great.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
And thank you, City Lights, for having us.
Thanks so much.